All right, guys, welcome to the first ever Best Podcast. We'll be coming to you each week to bring you some news and discussion about our favorite games and what we think about the industry. My name is Scott. We're going to be joined today with Jacob and Brent. Jacob, how are you today?
Hey, I'm Jacob. I'm Best Jacob Alive too. I play mostly on Xbox One. Doing pretty good. I'm super nervous on this first show.
Yeah,
but you know, I'm
butterflies?
excited. Oh man, I feel the coffee flies for sure. I mean, if that's a thing. You ever heard of butterflies in your stomach? I feel like I got like bald eagles, but we'll be good.
I feel you, jacked bald eagles on coffee.
That's
that
real,
sounds that sounds delicious.
It's a lifestyle, you know.
Brent, how are you doing, my friend?
Hey, I'm good. I'm excited, nervous, mostly excited. Pretty groggy still. The weekend has kicked my ass, but here we are.
You know,
Yeah.
beers and festivals.
Yeah.
You know, things like that.
Many beers, many.
I don't really
festivals.
like beer or festivals, anything like that, you know. But
What about beer
Feel that.
festivals?
what about you, Scott? How you doing?
Man, I'm good. I'm super good. I have that feeling of relief of just finding that bonfire with no life left. in the Dark Souls.
wow.
Oh, you're doing it now. You're saying it now.
I'm saying
Dark
it.
Souls.
Did I hit home with you?
Oh,
Man,
Dark Souls.
Man, I'm gonna do that now.
I don't know. Maybe we'll save it. Use it as a little tease. Just
I can't help it. I have to talk about Dark Souls. So we all scooped Dark Souls 3. Brent here being a old pro at it. Old pro. Me, I've dabbled in it. I've seen it. Maybe held the controls once or twice. Never really played it. I don't know where Eagle is with it.
same.
Yeah. So we decided to see what the hype was about, and it was. We're actually planning on trying to put together a Let's Play type of video all together now, as we discover, because I hear that everybody's first playthrough of Dark Souls 3 is like magical
Yeah.
or whatever.
I definitely feel that way so far. I mean, I have encountered magical things that I was not thought possible. I saw a knight turn into a giant Tyrannosaurus, like fish, black monster.
Yeah.
Dude, it was.
And that
it
was in the
like
tutorial
something out of
area.
Resident
come
Evil,
on.
man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So where are you guys exactly?
I think we're kind of in the same general area. Made it through the high wall of Lothric down into the undead settlement, I believe is what it's called.
Yep.
Found a couple bonfires in there, so that's about as far as I've made it. Jacob?
I don't know. I'm a little bit further in the game than I am like in my mind with Dark Souls, because I'm still trying to put together. I mentioned we want to film this special, but trying to knock out all the little quirks with learning how to control the game before I start actually getting some footage in there. I'm right around the undead settlement too. Just kind of spent a lot of time in the Cemetery of Ash and trying to learn things. I feel like I went to Dark Souls University as like research for over this last week for talking about it and trying to learn everything about the story, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know. I really enjoy narratives and stuff, but like, man, this is just all over the place. I have no idea what's going on, and it kind of adds that mystery. And Scott, tell me if you agree with me on this. It's kind of weird. I walk in with this like strange respect for this game that I've, just because of the following that it has and everything that I've heard about it. I was kind of joking with Scott about it. I was looking, Brent, I was looking through the instruction booklet, and it's just so condescending. It's got like. It's almost like, hey, man, you're lucky we spent the time and paper to write this stuff down for you, because the whole tone of the book is like, if you have a problem with this game, it's your fault. Like, your thumbs aren't screwed on right. I don't know. Check it out.
Practice more. Get better.
Yeah. I mean, it tries to give a little bit of advice at the end, but everything about this game seems to be just about punishment. I mean, to the point, I know I'm talking a lot, but can I tell you the story about going to buy it?
Yes.
All right, so I go to a certain video game store that we're all very aware of, and because it's still full price digitally, but you can go cop yourself a copy, used, the way that these gamers crush it up on the table and take games down these days. So I actually went to go buy the physical copy, And anyway, the girl at the counter was handling my transactions, and she was actually, you know, kind of pretty and all this. It's just she had like all these piercings like all over her face, like upper nose, inner nose, like big old butthole discs in her earlobes and stuff. Which I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that, but I don't want to offend nobody. But you know, just like
whoa,
decked
dude,
out like.
Careful.
I'm sorry, dude, but she was
It's
like
okay.
like National Geographic out, man.
It happens. It happens.
like she. Anyways, she finally gets everything together and she hands me the game and she looks at me and she's like, "Sucker for punishment, huh?"
Ooh.
And I laugh and say, and I kind of look at her and I'm like, "Clearly, you might know."
Yikes.
And then she didn't say anything. And then because like I'm a ham and I can't resist like a one-liner, like
Yeah.
like I guess I was kind of flirty, but I was like really offended. Or I mean, excuse me, really worried that I had offended her, but then she like laughed. And so like it, I don't know. I'm old. People are weird now these days. I guess it's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
No, I mean, not far off. When I went to purchase this game myself at a similar institution in which they won't stop selling games, I asked the guy if he had a copy of Dark Souls, and he looks at me and he goes, "Ever played a Souls game?" And it's like, geez, guy, is there some kind of club or password I need? Like,
Yeah, I'm shocked that you didn't have to go in the back room to get it.
I mean,
yeah.
if you don't know, you don't
you're
know.
looking
But
for Dark Souls. Oh, you got to come back here through the beads.
Oh, no.
real recognize real, bruh.
I was planning on using gift cards, guys. Just gift cards.
Currents.
Now,
Man. Make you pain souls.
when I jumped into Dark Souls myself, I realized very quickly that there's got to be some type of like elitist group mentality in people that have beaten this and played through this. I mean, do you think that is a reason why people gravitate towards a game like this?
Well, because because the people that are good at it and beat it are quote unquote better than others. Is that what you're saying? Almost like a club, like you said.
Yeah, kind of like an elitist group, just the Platinum Airline travel member group.
Since I've been playing through all the Dark Souls, I would say yeah, because at least Dark Souls 1, there wasn't a big player base. It was kind of an unheard of game, and the people that played it, were really into it. I instantly got sucked into it, and I definitely did feel that because there's a lot of things, especially in the PvP, that are unspoken rules that people get very aggressive and upset with you if you don't follow these rules.
Unspoken rules?
Yeah,
What?
unspoken, like
You have to realize how new I am. How new I still am to this game.
right, exactly, and see that's what I mean.
Right.
There's
What?
this like subculture.
Let me get a piece of paper.
Of certain things, like in PvP, if you get invaded and you have a buddy with you, people get upset at you if two people take on the invader, and they'll be like, "Really, you're gonna gank me? You gotta do a 2-on-1, blah blah blah," and like send you hate mail. I've seen people have sent me hate mail. I've seen screenshots
Hate mail.
of being like
tweets.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, there's this like thing. There's this like I don't know, culture of Dark Souls that people get legitimately upset at you if you don't follow these unspoken rules that you have to go on to Reddit to find.
Dark
It does
Bowls
kind of-
420 danks, or I mean ganks cocks tweet.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's there. So
Hate
yeah, I definitely feel like there is a little club. Of people
Well,
that
you know,
really
yeah.
hold these games close to their heart.
I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what all the fuss is about. I've played a little, and I'm already starting to get into it. Though I've had much respects in regards to the series. I'm not really the type of player that particularly enjoys a grind style of play, so I just figured it wasn't for me all these years.
Yeah.
I do enjoy how the title seems to almost be bigger than me at this point. You know, if you know what I mean. You know, you're sitting here talking about, is there an elitist air to those that get through these games? You know, but at the same time, it's like it almost doesn't matter what I think of the game, because a bad review expressed in this particular conversation would only be, or anybody that likes it would only be matched with animosity. Like, it's my problem.
Yep.
Yeah, people would
Absolutely.
light their torches and grab their pitchforks and run you right out of that form.
The New York City. Anyway, fortunately, the mystery in the lore, and seemingly simple play style, and
Simple.
yeah,
Is
I
Hold
don't
on.
know.
Hold on.
It
I'll
all
clean my
got me
ears
by
out.
the ticket, so I'll take the ride. Yeah, dude, it's easy, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's just a game, right? It's it's just a game.
I feel you.
I do.
I've shouted a few times in the past few days. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You getting upset?
Yeah, good old F-bomb, like AK F-bombs, just like F-bomb, 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 F-bomb. Yeah, F-bomb.
I F-bombed myself out of stamina. Careful.
Yeah. I mean, I have been playing these games for years now, and I still get frustrated. I'll still scream, like, God damn it, what's really going on here? Getting killed by rats. Like,
I'll be
who
like
gets killed by
yelling,
rats?
like no. And my girlfriend will be like, are you okay? Why do you play that game if it makes you mad? I'll be like, it's not like that. I love it.
Damn skeletons! I've seen him 10 times and he still gets me. I forgot.
I hate you, but I love to hate you.
Jeez.
Anyways.
Jeez.
Dark Souls.
So yeah, that's Dark Souls 3. I mean, it's man, my eyes get lost though. Everything is just gray.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah?
just
Sure.
gray, man. It's
Like-
like a Tool video. Like it's everything is just it's just gray, dude.
Oh man, I
Oh,
think it's
man.
beautiful. I think they're
So
all
beautiful.
beautiful. Even
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, even the first one, I still think it's really pretty still. And for those that haven't played these games, go pick them up. Don't let us or anything you hear scare you about these games. They're fantastic. They need to
I
be
don't
played.
think we're being scared. I think
No.
I'm being respectful.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm just saying, like,
That's how
for anyone listening, if they're like, I don't know, these guys are saying that, they're yelling about it and it's difficult and this or that. Go play it. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking as someone who is, currently on my knees in a tattered robe, praying to sun gods for pyromancy powers, I would suggest, just picking it up, dabbling, just seeing what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Faux show.
Sponsored.
Yeah, not a sponsor from Software Go Away.
Yet.
But no, so Jacob, you and I played through another game recently, just kind of wrap things up, put a bow on it, as you would say, with some Final Fantasy 15.
Oh yes. I've seen this before. Yeah, that was about a week ago. Finally knocked that out. I've been working a whole lot. Have you been back into it after you've beaten it? After you've beaten the campaign?
A few times. I've put maybe another 4 or 5 hours into it, just kind of exploring around, doing some of the dungeons, looking for those armature weapons. But not as much. I definitely fell off pretty hard as soon as I wrapped up the story.
Yeah, it's like after now that the bait of campaign progress is gone, it's like, I mean, Brent hasn't particularly played this, but have you played a game, Brent, with particularly long loading screens?
Oh, of course.
Because I mean, it could be called Loading Screens 15.
Are they really that bad?
And people would still get it. And it's like, without
pretty bad.
that carrot there of being the campaign, I just don't even want to go through it. I don't want to do it.
That's real.
But I mean, after it's all said and done, I mean, I still don't know if I have an opinion. Like, I'm still digesting it, and it's been like 2 weeks since
It's a
I finally
heavy
finished it.
game.
Yeah,
Heavy game.
it's just a lot going on, man, to process. But maybe that's me. again. I still have a lot to do in it. We'll see if it can make me come back. To be honest, a lot has to be said about how it was able to keep me engaged anyway, regardless of being trolled by pangs of redundancy-based depression, as I just like hunt for different colors of frogs as in side quests.
Oh,
You know,
God.
like go find the blue frog and then go find the green frog and then like find the rainbow frog. Like what a twist! Like really keeping it fresh here. Yeah, I mean, aren't you excited by what you're missing here, Brent? I mean, it's fun. I sound like a whiny.
Not at all.
I sound like a whiny, but it was fun.
I mean, you say you don't know your opinion on it, but what I like to usually do, or ask myself, or in this case, ask you, is it worth $60?
I'll price it at $40. It's a good $30 to $40 game.
Okay.
But it's hard to tell these days anymore, though.
I feel like you're gonna get hate for saying that.
Well,
I don't know what to say to all that. I mean,
well,
whatever.
let me say this.
Let's arm wrestle over it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
No,
game,
but I mean, but see, that's I get it. I didn't. From what I saw, it didn't seem like it was worth $60 to me. I haven't got it. I haven't played any Final Fantasies, so I don't have any real room to talk. But I wasn't interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I mean, it's a great game. It's one of those things that I think the sheer amount of content in the game itself justifies value. Because just like Jacob said, there was something satisfying about playing it that kind of kept you around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The combat was fun. These crazy monsters and just ridiculous things that made me go, oh shit! But I was giggling as I said it. But it was I did like it. But I think it has a specific audience.
Right.
That it would serve best.
Robots or people with cybernetic brain enhancements. I don't know. It was so much information at the beginning that these side quests were the only things that I felt like it was safe to do, because with these open map games, I always just like beat the game and then like don't do anything else but beat the game, and then I never come back to this stuff. But I mean, this game, what I'm saying is I don't know what I think about it, but it had me playing it to the point where I was knocking out all the side quests before progressing and actually approaching the campaign pretty overpowered. So for somebody like me who's just kind of there for the show, and I'll probably leave before the game's over so I can beat traffic, I'll play it on easy. I mean, it is shameful, the games that I've just breezed through. Like, dude, video game hipsters would just glare at me.
Rip you a new one.
Yeah. But
let me ask you this: would you be excited, or would you? Give me your emotions on if you could go buy a package of cup noodle and get a special helmet for Noctis shaped like a cup noodle.
My reaction would be, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't get it. I don't get the whole commercial. I mean, that's a really good point. That I remember you talking about that before too. How the whole thing is, man, what did you say about their expressions and the noodles and the faces?
So just the clip art smiles pasted on these guys' faces.
That's
Yep.
it. What'd you say?
No, there's a mission in Final Fantasy 15 in which you kind of do this crazy side quest for Cup Noodle, and it's real branded and on the obnoxious side of product placement. But after you finish it up, and now mind you, these characters are the most depressing group of guys.
Like, just not terribly deep though. Like at all.
Yeah. But not people who smile per se. And at the end of this mission, they're basically talking up Cup Noodle's brand, and these weird smiles pasted on their faces that doesn't belong in this game at all. I don't know. It's just so weird. But on the other hand, they showed what looks to be several different forks with food on them in an armature weapon shape. So I would definitely try that out.
I wonder if it was a good investment for Cup Noodle. Hey, I mean, Brent, like one of the mechanics for this game is to camp, and the camping equipment that they carry around is covered in the Coleman logo.
What?
You're staring at loading screens of people carrying equipment with the Coleman logo front and center.
It seems so strange.
Weird.
It's like,
It's just weird.
Is it trying to get you to stop playing the game and go outside and live
Like,
your
go
life?
get me.
Like, hey, this is kind of depressing, right? Go on and get outside. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I might go. Oh, what would I buy? Oh, Coleman stuff. Oh, I'd open
I
some
feel like
cup
fishing
noodles.
for real.
Yeah. It seems kind of strange, but I guess whoever gives you money, right?
Yeah. I mean, all in all, end of the day, again, it sounds like I'm complaining about it, but I'm not. It was a lot of fun, but, it's just formulaic to me in a sense. I'm not one to talk about where Square Enix is and making new games. They say this one is one for the old school fan and the brand new fan. It's got a new approach to it that none of the Final Fantasies really had going for it before with this wide open world. But it's pretty formulaic because it can't not be fun because I feel like I was going through the senior thesis of a hopeful graduate of Zelda University.
Yeah.
I mean, it had all the elements there, to kind of just walk you through it, and it's your basic. You got to get this to open this, and then that door that didn't open before opens now, and I mean, pretty specific too. Down to like special swords that you have to do, and like being frozen in time in like crystals, like crystal sleeping bags.
Oh,
yeah, princesses. Yeah.
Now, do you think Coleman makes a crystal sleeping bag, or
It's probably in development.
Yeah, there you go.
Sneak peek into the Coleman R&D.
Coming for Nintendo Switch.
There you go, Coleman. We're going on break. That one's a freebie, man. I mean,
now,
go ahead.
Man. Nah.
But I mean, Okami. Anybody here play Okami with the wolf and the cell shading and all that? That's a Zelda clone too, and that was real fun. Loved it.
I think
it's not
Zelda's
necessarily a bad thing.
Successful, foundation for games.
Well, I mean, look at it like this. I mean, I can bullet point them off for you, bro. A princess and a hero intertwined by destiny, cursed bloodline, special swords, fucking numerous dungeons spread throughout a wide open world, a ranch in the middle of it with a horse, or parentheses chocobo. In Final Fantasy. Fucking time travel, fucking crystals, fucking demon lords, fucking fishing. You go fishing. Yeah, I'm just saying, Zelda clone, bud. It's cloudy in the future, like forever. It's the same kind of thing. I don't know. You don't have a fairy in this one, though. Oh, dude, I mean, Eagle, did you ever play the Chocobo Carnival DLC?
I sure did. I got my shirt and hat and all my stuff.
Nice.
I feel used.
Yeah.
I feel dirty.
Yeah. You just went through the
I played some pretty rough Japanese mini games, man.
Dude, I mean, that was silly. And I was sitting there with my cotton candy and my chocobo ears. But, there's not a fairy, but in that there's this, like, chihuahua, unicorn, raccoon, cat thing that follows you around and chirps like you're getting a text message every 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah,
like,
dude. And he's got this bloody horn
sticking
out of its forehead.
Looking like Venom Snake with this debris. this unicorn with this debris in his head. Oh, man. Yeah. Speaking of Venom Snake, I've seen Brant on the old friends list there, spending a lot of time with Metal Gear.
Yeah,
defending democracy.
The Phantom Pain. Yeah, wow. Shocked. This is the first. This is the first Metal Gear I've ever played. I feel really silly for that. I know that there's a lot of people out here that hold these games very close to their hearts. And if this one shows me anything, I understand why now. It's very silly, but Jacob let me borrow his copy, and I've been having so much fun with this game. Like, legitimately, I don't think I've had actual fun, this much fun playing a game this year yet. But man, it's fantastic. I could talk about it all day.
Yeah, I mean, it is a ride for sure.
Yeah.
How many people have you tied to balloons?
Oh, believe
Can
me
you
when
make
I
me
say
a puppy? Can you make
hundreds.
me a lightsaber with your balloons? Hundreds. Do you do parties?
Hundreds of people, dozens of tanks, which is absurd, but it's fun to slap a balloon on a tank and watch it get zipped up into the stratosphere. And then
If that's what makes you say absurd at that game, I am worried.
why? What do you mean?
I watched the intro to this game and
Oh.
saw some pretty crazy shit, my friend.
Well, I mean,
with
know,
Bowie playing over the whole thing, like
yeah.
"Your face to face with the," and I'm like, what is going on? And
Yeah.
like,
I mean, being chased by flaming unicorn demon monsters was kind of, I'll say, upsetting at first.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
confusing.
dude, intense for the first 10 minutes of a game, to say the least. Well, with Metal Gear, the first 45 minutes of a game, to say the least.
Yeah, the intro
Yeah.
took like an hour of escaping this
The
demon
crawling, dude.
monster.
Why?
I don't know. Yeah, crawling for like, I don't know, 25 minutes of painful crawling.
I gotta say though, dude, like I love how seriously it takes itself. Like even with all the J.J. Abrams lens flares and stuff going on.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, absolutely.
the slow mo.
But and
incredible.
it takes itself very seriously. But I love it. It's great.
Now
So I don't blame it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is like a full open world like style game this time around, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
completely. You get your objectives, and basically you can jump on your horse, call in your helicopter, or take it by foot, and you basically just go into designated areas, and basically the missions start from there. You have your objectives, and you go about your business.
Now the series has always been about being sneaky choky. You know, like stay in the shadows where you're needed. You know? But this one, it seems like they reward you for going all out too, if you want.
Yeah. They definitely you can go either way. I'm more in the sneaky, choky, cardboard boxy kind of tranquilizer gun
It's amazing
approach to it.
That's a good way to describe it.
See,
Yeah,
I agree with you though, bro. Like, I kill if I have to. That's my code. Like, I'll walk the chaotic good line or whatever.
Oh, God.
And
Yeah, like-
bud, roll initiative, bro. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
I hear you, man.
the first time I came
hear you.
across a outpost, I scouted out the outpost legitimately for probably a half an hour, just learning everyone's paths, where I was going to enter and do all this, who I was going to take out first, where I can hide the bodies, blah blah blah, all under the veil of darkness.
Oh man.
And that in and of itself, just being like a scout and seeing how I was going to approach this situation, was fun in and of itself. And I'm not usually like that. I usually play FPS games. I'm all about running and gunning, and
Yeah.
I took a different approach this time, and it's still even as fun. My heart's pumping, I'm sweating, hoping that somebody's not going to round the corner and have a giant exclamation mark above their head when they spot me, and then I might have to kill them or not. It's fun, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad, or not bad. I feel dumb for not playing any of these other games if they're anything like this, and especially that I don't really know the lore and what's necessarily going on. But yeah, it's
Well,
Now,
awesome.
Jacob, someone who's played more of these games, is the Phantom Pain a big departure from, the standard MO of the franchise?
I mean, yes and no. In the sense, like the major titles that I'm aware of and that I've played through, all followed a certain kind of theme, and though they changed a lot of dynamics between them, their goals were all kind of the same, as far as like you cannot win if it's more than one-on-one. They make it very hard in that kind of situation. With the controls and how intricate they can be, it doesn't turn into some flash fighting type of mechanic once you start getting in with people. But there were other titles that came out too. I mean, they even have a card game based title on the PSP. I think it was Metal Gear Acid or whatnot, and played a little bit like The old the Yu-Gi-Ohs. What did the kids play? The old Yu-Gi-Ohs and the
Oh, the
Magic.
Pokemans
Yeah.
and
Magic.
yeah, a little bit like that. And but this one I would say is very different because again, I don't know, because you can run through here with full body armor and just RPGs and just like, what's up, motherfucker? Ooh, and then just take everybody out in 2 minutes and you get an S rating. You know,
Okay.
because you're a killing machine, and that's new to me. But
All right.
regardless if this is your first one, I mean, the way you play it is truly up to you. You get rewarded. They cover a lot of their bases and are able to reward uniquely. This one has the most mini games packed into it, with Mother Base and the combat missions and the online and the Mother Base versus online. And just the reward system in general to somebody who's a fan, because you'll go through all this chaos or go through all this stressful sneakiness, and then like I mentioned earlier, they take themselves very seriously, and you get rewarded with these cutscenes and narrative and visuals. And I mean, they're hiring Kiefer Sutherland, fucking Jack Bauer, to be like Otacon. I'm just saying, like, it seems like it makes it worth it to go through all that, as far as the morsels that they give you. The classic bandana when you beat the game, and you can just rage through it again.
Yeah, I'll say, like, I definitely feel good whenever I capture a certain guy that then lets me unlock more things, let it be either weapons or more buildings for my Mother Base. It's rewarding. It is, and that's, I think, a big reason why it's kind of got me hooked here, because I want to keep going, keep progressing through the game, keep unlocking stuff, and I like games like that. I
mean, Brett, it's all kind of there. I mean, they have wide scale events too. Like every time you turn on that game, it goes through like a bulletin board of stuff that's going on in the world. They're still maintaining it, changing things, nerfing things all the time. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. All I can say is this is definitely my favorite game that I've played this year.
It's cool.
Yeah.
That one I will say was worth $60. I bought that
absolutely.
on the first day that it came out, on the day that it came out. But I'm a super fan. Like,
right. Even though you let me borrow it, I didn't have to pay for it. I would, totally worth $60, 100%. I don't know, 20% done with the game completion, and
wow.
I love it. It's awesome.
And what, maybe 400 to 700 hours played?
God, I don't know. I'm honestly probably in 20 hours, so about a percent of progression per hour. That's roughly what I've been doing so far.
Could you imagine if Ground Zeroes ended up not being split from it, and it was all one big package?
That could be pretty incredible.
I don't know, man. I think it's tight and it's worth it. I think there's a lot of love in the project.
Are there crystal sleeping bags?
No. But there are blonde Japanese men yelling things like, "They played us like a damn fiddle!"
That's true.
Like, sold. I'm downloading now.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about subculture and rabid fans in itself, much like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
The Metal Gear storyline. I mean, it's all in your face. It's just up to you and your neurons if you can wrap your head around it. And,
I'm in your face.
All up in your face.
Well, speaking of crystal sleeping bags and blonde-haired Japanese people, we got the new Breath of the Wild Zelda coming out just in a few weeks. That nail it?
Yeah,
that work?
Listen, at that transition, my God.
High score. Did I break it?
He's a genius.
Dude, my Jordans came out from under me. I'm on the court. It squeaked really loud. Everybody's looking at me, and you're dunking the ball right now. That was good.
Climb on my back. I will take you to safety.
Yeah.
Continue.
But, so this is coming out in a couple weeks. Got the world kind of buzzing right now. What are your thoughts?
Oh my God, Birth of the World.
Are you pre-ordering a Switch and buying all this day one?
I'm glad it's coming out on Wii.
The Wii U version?
Yeah, the Wii U or whatnot, because I don't want to turn, you want to talk about Breath of the Wild. I don't want to turn into a conversation about the Switch, but I'm just glad it's coming out on.
You got some beef with the Switch?
Yeah, whoa, what's going on, Jacob?
I mean, no, I don't have any beef with the Switch. I'm just at the point where, like, man.
I will call Reggie Fils-Aimé right now. I will call him. I got Miyamoto on this.
All
Skype
of his
right now.
friends, all of my friends in the fucking alley tonight. Let's do this. No,
introducing our guest today, Miyamoto, creator of Mario and Zelda.
I'm just saying, I'm not really that kind of gamer anymore. Like the whole new approaches, like stubborn to be different approach to how they do things. It's just not enough to. We live in a world where you have to pay $100 more for more memory on an iPhone, and every year a new one comes out. Like I'm just not gonna buy it with Nintendo picking something new like that, and I don't really justify having. If I'm gonna pay $300 for something, it'd probably be something more powerful towards my home entertainment system, like a PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One that I already have.
Okay, I gotcha.
And that's the rest of the story.
Brent, are you waiting in line at Target right now?
Absolutely not.
For the next month?
I'm not a Nintendo fan. Never really have been. I think they've been pushing out things to be different too much. The Wii was, obviously not a game changer, but it was something different, something new, and it was cool. It was great. The Switch, I don't see it being that. I think it looks cool. I'm excited about it, but I'm not gonna run out and buy it. I have a 3DS, and that's all the Nintendo I need.
Right.
I mean, I feel like they get in their own way almost, because I played a little with Skyward Sword years ago, and it was impossible to play. And the whole thing was around getting this gyro thing for the nunchuck you already have, so it could play better, and it was just. I mean, like. Whatever.
Everybody loves motion controls.
I mean, I really enjoy the Zelda series. I'm one of those person that has my favorite, and I can tell you why. But I don't. Like I said, their game development to me is very different from their console development, and I wish they would just stop trying to reinvent the wheel. And because I do like Zelda, I do want to play Metroid again. But I'm not going to spend $300 on somebody's new idea.
Yeah.
Like that.
I hear that.
Said it perfectly. It's exactly how I feel.
Well, so the other day I was at a friend's house, and I was able to watch a couple hours of a game that is definitely not trying to reinvent the wheel. Buddy Mooch was playing a little Resident Evil 7, and that seems like it has gone straight back to its horrifying, torture house roots.
Boxy spiders.
No, that game is scary as shit, man. Like really, truly scary, and seems to be doing real well.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this Resident Evil 7?
I mean, I'll say I've been a fan of all the Resident Evils. I won't play this one. I don't like being legitimately scared.
Oh,
and
come on.
No, I don't feel like I'll enjoy it as much because I'm just going to be panicking the entire time. I'm really curious of what's going on in this house with these people. I won't play it. I'll probably end up just watching somebody watching a let's play of it. But it's really intriguing to me because it is really doing so well. I did not expect this. It almost seemed like I almost in my own head I have no facts to back any of this up, but it just seemed like they kind of rushed something out to fill the gap that PT left once they canceled that.
We're gonna bring in PT.
Well, I'm just saying, it just felt like that came out, and then here's Resident Evil 7 in first person, something that they've never done other than one other game, and so I was kind of poo-pooing it, but it's apparently doing so insanely well, and people are loving it. So I'm excited about it. I want to know what's going on. Won't play it. I'm too scared. I'm a chicken. Hey, that's just what it is.
Well, I mean, I've dabbled a little bit in it. I'm not going to go so far as to say that they borrowed a lot from Outlast, at least for that first push in the game.
Oh,
But
right, Outlast.
It's
It seems like it was a game that took a lot of inspiration from a lot of different games.
well, here's the thing, and I was talking to Scott about this, Brent, a couple days ago when we were just chatting and Resident Evil came up. You know, there's a difference between something being scary and something being an experience, at least to me, in the video game world. It reminds me of a game that I played way back in the day. It was PlayStation 2, and it was called Fatal Frame, where it was about haunted. I don't know if I'm sure people have heard of this, but you're going through these haunted locations, and it messes with you like a scary movie. Things are there, and then they're not. You catch them in your peripheral and look again. But it's not a game about weapons. You're carrying around a camera. So this game is forcing you to look at these things that are like popping out and coming out at you. You know, and much like you're saying with PT, building that tension by creating this, getting the sound production just right and the light just right to fool your brain and put you into another place, put you into that flow space. Instead of, say, like The Evil Within, which is the last, game that I can remember playing that came out truly as horror, or trying to be a horror game, where it's just a bunch of gross stuff and squishy sound effects. It just didn't, and I'm not smart enough to say where it fell short, but I do know that it didn't put me there like some of these other games did, like this new Resident Evil one does. And you can't argue with the fact that, they have number 7 games. There are other games in the Resident Evil series that aren't even numbered, and a huge lot of movies. I think it's cool to use the title to do a redux.
Do you guys like the movies? I know they just released one recently.
The last one they're going to release was the final movie. Yeah, I enjoyed the movies.
Did Dumbledore die?
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, shit. You haven't watched the Harry Potters yet, have you?
Damn it. No, fucking ruined. Ruined forever. Thank you. No, I enjoyed the first one a lot. I thought it was fantastic, but it just, I don't know, they seem to delve into some, weird, obscure things, and the movies lost me, but I enjoyed them. They're fun.
As far as asking if you like the old movies and old games and stuff, if they're going to do a redux, at least they're not following that trend that a lot of, how do I describe this, worldwide entertainment mediums, whether it be show, TV, whatever. It's not a bunch of, hey, do you remember when we did this type of moments, and meaning that, like, if they're going to do a new Resident Evil, they're not just remaking the first one over again. It's truly a new kind of experience.
Right. Yeah, not just packed full of nostalgic moments.
Yeah, and I respect a big old expensive box of creativity. I haven't played it enough yet to discern how much it would be worth, though, as far as, like, if you wait till it's $30 or if you buy it for $60 if you grab that special edition.
But I think
that special edition comes with a cut-off finger USB drive, which
tight.
Worth it.
Hey.
But didn't they just release a DLC for it?
Yeah. The first DLC was released like only a couple weeks after the game was released.
Mm-hmm.
See,
and was that free?
No.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, it was paid, or it was season pass, I believe.
I do need a little bit of time to digest, and I don't know what I think about the season pass kind of thing, but I do appreciate people that are on it, like, right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just try and take care of the fans. At least keep those promises, because I feel like the last few years have been a lot about people just saying things about their game coming out. And I know about the whole duality of marketing and production, but it's not my problem.
Yeah.
It is, because they're actively trying to manipulate me at all times.
Back off my wallet.
Yeah.
Well, so now that we're off of video games a little bit, I want to ask you, have you guys been playing Realm Grinder?
Oh my God! Did he just ask that?
This fucking guy.
He just actually asked that.
Oh man, that game is so dumb, but it keeps my phone. Like, I'm having to deal with social situations that I've never dealt with before. Like having I'll have to plug in my phone at times of the day that I'm not used to. You know, like like you guys know what I'm talking about, like your daily routine. Like you poop at the same time. Y'all know. Whatever.
Mhm.
You poop at the same time, and you generally have to plug in your phones around the same time over the course of the day.
Sometimes I gotta check on my hell portals, make sure they're generating enough
just
cash.
portaling that hell. But
Wait, what is happening right now? Is Scott also playing Realm Grinder?
surprise!
Yeah, dude, I decided to give it a shot after it dominated one of our conversations one day. So,
Yeah.
I was complaining the
see.
whole time.
This might be shocking to you guys, but I have been, looking over at my other monitor, checking my production, while we've been recording this whole thing. Yeah, I've been watching my realm. I'm a
True mogul.
Yeah, I'm a good ruler. I rule over my domain.
well, so this Realm Grinder game, it's one of those awful, predatory, tapper, watch the numbers get higher, but for some reason keep coming back games. And I see why people love it. I see
Yeah.
why people play a lot of it. It's great.
It's dumb.
It's very dumb. It is
dumb.
chewed away months
It is really
and months
dumb.
and months of
for
my life.
real.
Can I tell you about a game that I really have been enjoying on my phone, though?
What's that?
All right. So it's called Solitarica. Have you heard about this? Have you seen this?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to blow you away with the description. It's like a rogue-like dungeon crawler, but you play solitaire.
What?
What?
No way.
Bruh.
Nuh-uh.
It is pretty dope.
So what's the name of it again?
It's called Solitarica.
Oh, well, saw that coming. All right, my bad.
Yeah, but I heard it recommended on some other games sites and stuff. Some people have been playing it. It's really well built.
Nice.
Seems like a lot of time and effort have gone into it. But basically, what it is there's a bunch of different decks you can choose from, and so you choose one of the decks and you play solitaire, basically, like putting a card on top of a higher or lower card, so on and so forth. But you have powers, and you try and gain currency, and then if you die, you start all the way over from the beginning, but you get a little bit stronger, just like a roguelike game.
More
Right,
grinding. More grinding.
Hey. Oh,
yeah, dude.
Definitely seeing a theme.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that is the hook of a mobile game, I think.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about portaling hell again. I'm sorry. I'm serious. Realm
Yeah.
Grinder has to be stopped. It has to be stopped.
Good luck. Seriously, dude. I'm coming
Just
up onto
stop.
a year.
Cold turkey.
I'm working or going to the grocery store, and I find myself being worried, pondering the production of necropolises. Oh, bow tie pasta, that sounds good. Oh man, my wizard tower to Hell's Gate, whatever ratio makes no sense to a solid production business model. And then I dropped the pasta and the bag busted. And I was embarrassed. And I
no.
You
hate
break it, you
Realm
buy it.
Grinder. Honestly, that
You love
Solitarica
Realm Grinder.
game sounds dope though.
Yeah,
I'd definitely check it out.
I just looked up some Google images of it. It looks really pretty.
It's good. It's really good.
I'm definitely gonna download it after we get done here. I love Solitaire. I beg my pardon.
Yeah. Soltar.
Solitaire.
Did you just summon a dark beast?
I am Conan.
It was it's Aqua Teen, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this
Love
looks
it.
really fun though.
No, should be cool. Have you guys been playing anything else on mobile?
I've been on Fallout Shelter, man.
Oh yeah.
Don't mess with my vault.
shit.
Dude, they're strapped. Everybody's got a gun.
What's your happiness meter,
Everybody's
man?
got a
You-
gun.
is
99?
everybody
What's up?
Whoa.
What's up, dude?
That is
Man.
impressive, sir.
Dude,
Dude.
that's a real deal.
Yeah, sorry how they're treating you over there. Come on over here, bud.
Man, I'm moving in.
Dude.
Do I have to have any special skills?
Can you
I'm
deep
just gonna
fry?
chill
I got
out.
an opening in the restaurant right now.
Hell yeah.
Okay, come on in here, bud. You pass the drug test? I'm just
Nope.
playing.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, oh. Okay, good.
Blasters on full over here. But yeah, Fallout. I don't know. I'm not really like a mobile player. I use my phone quite a bit for streaming music. I'm all about music, man. Like if it had to come down to it, I probably wouldn't game. If I had to pick one thing, it would probably be music or podcast, like over gaming. Fortunately, I don't live in a universe like that. But I stream a lot, so and then I realm grind. That doesn't leave a whole lot of battery for other endeavors.
That's real. Now that just came out on Xbox One, right? As well.
Yeah, and it's the whole shared title. So I'm actually finding myself doing that more on my my trusty laptop.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I like that feature a lot.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Well, speaking of mobile phones and using them to hack
And laptops, dude. I was just gonna do it. Nice, man. I got you that time. Because apparently
there's shit going down in Watch Dogs too. Am I right?
Yeah, Watch Dogs. Much hack.
Dude.
Such script.
No, in this update they got story stuff coming in, right?
Oh yeah. In fact, I kind of have some news about that I was looking up. Watch Dogs is something that is just, I don't know. I figure everybody comes across their thing, and for whatever reason they just like it. Like I don't care what anybody says. Watch Dogs, the first one, was like up my alley, bud. For all of its faults, like I really enjoyed it. It was a totally new approach to anything. Anybody that knows me that will tell you that I'll probably appreciate somebody trying to, try doing something a little bit different in a game, with things. And I've been watching that game for a long time when it was just CTOS and just a series of E3 videos. I was just so but the music, the art of it, just the whole idea around it is just really immersive for me for some reason. But to me, Ubisoft is killing it anyway. And oh man, I'd hope nobody hates me for saying that, but I just happen to really like the games. A lot of the games that they put out, like Splinter Cell, Blacklist. We were talking about Metal Gear earlier. Like I'm a sneaky, choky fella. Really enjoy that. As far as gaming goes. Like Justice, put them down.
Well, they had they just dropped For Honor, and they have Ghost Recon Wildlands on the horizon as well.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah. But sorry to run off with your question there, Eagle. They had a 10 gig update put out on Watch Dogs 2. And that's a pretty big deal. 10 gigs, bud. 10 gigs. But I mean,
now you said earlier that they had some story and just custom additions. Do you know any info on what they've added? Are they changing things or just?
Don't know for sure because, as I mentioned, I was gonna do a fresh playthrough of Watch Dogs 2, and so this happened just in time because essentially you have to go back and play through the last mission again to really see the. And this is just based on what I've read to see a lot of the cutscene or narrative tweaks to it. But other than that, more dynamics in multiplayer. As well, in the bounty hunt aspect of it, I guess you can die once now. I always found that a little confusing with the bounty hunter part of the multiplayer. Invasion and invading is my oh man, get some. But bounty hunting.
What's your jam out there?
Yeah, a little bit. I dabble.
Okay.
But
I feel you.
I just enjoy trolling folks like that. But they get me all the time too. So can't let anybody get anything up on me. But they kind of tweak that. You can have a death now and be respawn and carry on with that mode. Again, I don't have a lot. If I butchered that, I don't have a lot of experience.
I got you
in that one. Let me see. Other than that, just your basic nerfs. They add in some emotes, some new dialogue, some new, just kind of fluffing them up for their paid expansion that's supposed to be coming out, which adds on a whole bunch of new missions. And that's what I truly think the update to the narrative is supposed to be, to kind of just get that,
set that up.
Yeah. Have you ever played Watch Dogs, Brent?
Nope.
What?
I was really excited when I first heard about it because it just seemed like something so different and new. And then for whatever reason I didn't pick it up, and I heard roughly that it wasn't exactly what they set it out to be, and I just never picked it up. I'm sure I would enjoy it. I just haven't played it.
Do you like Assassin's Creed?
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, then you're already kind of teed up there. I mean, it's a bunch of new dynamics put on that frame.
Cool. Oh, then I would love it then, I'm sure.
Yeah,
did you ever play The Division? Oh,
No.
I had to look behind me real quick, make sure I wasn't gonna get attacked.
You said that really loud. Like, careful.
Division.
No, I purposely avoided that one.
Well.
Well, speaking of some of the new Ubisoft titles dropping, are you guys excited at all for For Honor that just came out, or Wildlands?
Go ahead, Brent.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm excited, really excited about both. I haven't picked up For Honor yet, just because I've been playing Metal Gear, and then now we're starting a fresh run of Dark Souls. I'll probably get it eventually. Because I love Dark Souls, and it kind of seems that, I don't know, just from the gameplay I've seen, it seems like a more fleshed out, but yet completely different PvP aspect of Dark Souls that I am garbage at. So I feel like I could possibly pick up For Honor and get decent at that and have a lot of fun with it. That looks, it looks really fun. So I'm excited for that. And Wildlands, because Wildlands to me kind of looks like the Phantom Pain with your buddies from what I've seen so far.
We'll be able to see that beta's supposed to come out in a couple days for Wildlands.
Is it really?
Yeah,
it's ready to go.
Speaking of betas, cool. Eagle probably has a little bit more perspective because he was in on the beta for Honor.
I thought you just called Eagle a beta.
A bit? What?
I thought that was a beta male.
An alpha bitch. I'm pissing on my microphone right now to assert my dominance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. But yeah, I played a few hours of the For Honor beta, and I enjoyed it. After it was all said and done, I was definitely more hyped before I played it, and then once I figured out exactly what it was, I was like, oh, okay. I can see some people are really gonna like this. I want to check it out for the story. I want to check it out for that single-player campaign.
Does it have a campaign?
Yeah.
Oh, where do they do that at? I didn't think games did that anymore. Sorry. Continue. My bad.
But so that looks cool. But I've been around long enough to know that Ubisoft has a knack for just slashing the price of their games. Good
point.
So, without being super interested in the multiplayer, I think I'm going to hold off a little bit. Maybe wait for that 20 or 30 price cut on it.
Yeah.
But For Honor, Ghost Recon Wildlands has already been purchased and just waiting for the download code for when it releases.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're going to be on that, and I suppose with this show, we should be doing some footy. Get that up there.
Yeah.
We really enjoy all kinds of games. I'm a Skate 3 player. We definitely want to do this special on Dark Souls. We're getting that put together, but I think that's going to be like a separate entry kind of thing that will just be there for anybody to look at their leisure instead of an episode. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I making sense? Yeah.
Makes sense. Got a little breakout.
I'm just excited for the 5-hour-long Realm Grinder video of just watching production go up.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm hyped for.
Oh my god.
Call it,
poke me in the eyes now.
Like, welcome to Dark Bowls. Like, like just... It'll be fun.
Oh my god. I want to run two screens, Realm Grinder on one, Dark Souls on the other, and just
have
play
an aneurysm.
organ music and just hollering screams behind me and just really get into it.
That literally described 4 months of my life. I'm not even joking.
Well, Brent,
man.
especially getting started here in Dark Souls 3, Brent is actually pretty good at it. So he's also
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say good. I'd say knowledgeable.
Critical. So he's offered his services to help us through it as we capture all the rage quit noobish magic for you. Like as you take us from
Sherpa action.
Take us through Dark Souls, but you're like Uber, but for noobs, dude. You're Noober.
Okay, I'll take it.
Get my little
Taxi
bone.
drivers everywhere are going to be pissed.
I got my eye bone of Loretta 7, and I'm going to get on the Noober app and get.
Oh my god.
Got to get Doo-Doo Man in here to help us out.
Mr. Doo-Doo
Oh my
Man. And Best Jacob
Yeah.
Alive 2, that's me.
Yeah, and I'm Best Eagle Alive. So stay tuned with us. We're going to be trying to release episodes each week, start some Let's Plays and other things of that nature. Guys, do you got anything else?
That's it. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
we just did it, man.
And here we are.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the end of the first episode. I'm going to go
All right.
puke.
Oh, I already did that. Were we supposed to wait?
Yeah. Mine was
Oh,
all
you really-
coffee, so it's like coughing up mace. It was.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just playing. That didn't happen,
Nah.
like at all.
If it did, you guys are very, very silent when you vomit. I am very loud. It's very aggressive.
Like. it's like somebody practicing a really intense martial art in a dojo.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like kind of sounds like.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Well, on that note, we're going to get out of here. You guys, thank you for stopping by and listening. We'll
Thank
be back
ya.
soon.
Hell yeah! Thank you so much.
Keep them high and tight.
I don't have a snappy line at the end.
You stay classy, listeners.
Okay, bye.
Bye.